there's always going to be that one period in time where your inner voice just says, nope, let's do that later. Which is why for the next 30 days, I've reviewed, I've researched, and I've come up with some techniques and tips on how to effectively manage your procrastination. Alright, let's just face it. We all are guilty of this action. Some more than others. Me. Today, I want to speak about the P word. No, not that. The P word I'm referring to is procrastination. Procrastination, in case you guys have been living under a rock for the past couple years, I have no clue why you would, but in case you haven't, Google Dictionary has got your back. And here's the definition. So procrastination is the action of delaying or postponing something. Thank you, Google Dictionary. Bye-bye. Woo. Now that we got the definition of procrastination out of the way, why don't I start off by telling you that procrastination affects all walks of life. Even if you think that you have your life put together, oh, I'm so good, oh, I'm so this, I'm so that. Procrastination got you, okay? There's always going to be that one period in time where your inner voice just says, nope, let's do that later. Later. And let me tell you why this happens. Well, actually, let's start off with some statistics. In a study that was done in the year 2017 on a group of university students, it was found that 85 to 95%, which is way like this much. If this is 100, that's that. That's 95%. So that's a big chunk of the population. Either way, 95% of this, 85 to 95% of the students suffered from procrastination issues. And why, we might ask? More on that later in this video. Procrastination leads students to feel the pressure of the heavy workload, and this in long-term sense can even lead to mental illnesses such as anxiety, depression, and a whole host of other mental illnesses. Well, so you see, the natural association that we as a society have when classifying or talking about procrastination is the idea that if you procrastinate, you're a lazy bum. And this can be true or false, depending on the situation, as most other things depend on situations, right? However, there's a quote that was stated in the same study that I referenced for my statistics, and that is, laziness is procrastination just out of control. And mental illness is a very real thing. And we as society need to accept that and honestly change things to better the lives of this planet. Yeah, I should put this away and get back to the video. But I unfortunately hate to admit it, but I also have this problem of procrastinating. I procrastinate when it comes to my creative projects such as this YouTube channel. Not all videos that are shot are done like 1 week in advance, right after I upload this one and I start the next one. No, it doesn't happen like that. Most likely I shoot it 2 or maybe 3 or even 1 day before the actual upload day, which is Wednesday, what you're watching right now. So for example, I don't want to admit this, but this video is actually shot on, let's see, June 23rd, which is yesterday. If you guys are watching on Wednesday, of course. That's what procrastination has led to. And it even extends to my other creative space, which is Instagram. Oh, by the way, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, please do. I post really aesthetically pleasing pictures and would really appreciate the follow. I'll follow you back, so get on it. And I know that from my analytics that about 60% of you who watch these videos are not subscribed, so please consider hitting the subscribe button, and even that alarm bell thing, so then you guys can get notified with when I post. But of course, I appreciate you guys watching, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Let's continue with the video. So anyways, with procrastination affecting my creative projects and even school when that was ever in existence, which was like a couple months ago, but still, it put a huge unnecessary workload that caused a lot of stress. And honestly, at this point, it wasn't even worth it, because I could have done all these tasks when they were supposed to be done at an earlier time and not leave it up until now, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of panicking on the side because I know my video is supposed to go up tomorrow. I'm still shooting it right now, and I still need to do the editing, which takes hours and hours and hours. But yeah, that makes my point. Which is why for the next 30 days, I've reviewed, I've researched, and I've come up with some techniques and tips on how to effectively manage your procrastination. Well, manage my procrastination, of course. Everyone's different. You get your own personal tips. These ones help, so be it. It helped. Thank you. Now let's take a look at some of the tips I personally be using to help me manage my procrastination for the next 30 days. So the first technique that I will be utilizing is creating a to-do list and a timeline or schedule. This would essentially break the work down into little steps, manageable, dare I say, and also have deadlines as well. So for example, when it comes to shooting these YouTube videos, instead of writing on the to-do list, shoot YouTube video and upload, I can break that down into further steps such as research topic, or I can put it into steps such as pick a topic, research topic, write out the video outline, prepare the shots list, and record, etc, etc, etc. The second technique that I've personally found really helpful and effective is getting the most difficult stuff done first. That's simply put, just do the most, that simply put is just do it. You know, like all the hard stuff that you think would be better to do in the daytime or in the afternoon when you're more awake. Nope. Don't do it like that. It's gonna drag out and you're gonna put yourself in even more stress, because at that time you'll be like, oh my god, I want to finish it. But yeah, get the most difficult stuff done first. To do so, employ some incentives. So one of my incentives of doing stuff is reward myself with an hour of League or video games. So like for example, after I edit this video, I'm gonna play a game of League for sure. Thirdly, minimize the distractions around you. This can be your phone, your computer actually, your alarm clock, whatever the case is. So what I like to do is put my phone in silent mode and even keep it across the room on the shelf, so I'm not tempted to check it once I'm doing my work. And even put my computer into notification priority mode, which basically blocks all notification. Lastly, avoid multitasking. I know everyone says that multitasking is the new thing. Oh, I can get this done and this time done at the same time. But to be honest, when you're doing like actual heavy load work, it's not a good idea to multitask, as one task may be more intensive than the other. Alright, last but not least, this is a pet peeve more than something that can help, but I think it might help a little bit, is do you see the workspace around you, like your desk or the table you're sitting at right now? Make sure it is clean and organized, for that matter. Because a messy desk leads to a messy mindset, and hence you'll be easily distracted. Alright, so for the next 30 days, I will be trying to improve on not procrastinating when it comes to doing my task and my priorities. Especially because I enrolled into two summer classes actually, as an effort to aid in my goal of graduating next spring with honors. Hence, I need to create a better plan, a better schedule, all that shebang right now, and improve on not procrastinating. Alright, now comes the point in the video where I extend my invitation to you, yes you, to follow my journey and join along if you too have procrastination issues. Even if you don't think you have it, admit that you have it, because it affects all of us, and hence why I invite you to join along in this next 30 days that I will be doing it. Use the same tips and techniques that I'm going to be using, or come up with your own. I'm interested to learn from you guys as well. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are doing per se to counteract this whole procrastination issue, which is real. It is real. But yeah, thank you for watching. Until next time, my name is Jackie. This is The Wandering Evil, and peace. P.S. I've included the sources which I use to prepare and shoot this video, or read about the issue of procrastinating on a more detailed level. Feel free to check out the links below.